Hello everyone. After a gap of few days, again I'm here with some important videos about environmental education and sustainability. MCQs based on pollution, chapter number 4. We will see more than 100 MCQs we are going to see, or at least 100 MCQs we will see. What is the primary source of water pollution? The answer is industrial waste, agricultural runoff, domestic sewage, and all of the above. The answer is all of the above. Which of the following is a common effect of water pollution on aquatic life? Increased reproduction rates, bioaccumulation of toxins, enhanced growth of aquatic plants, none of the above. The answer is bioaccumulation of toxins. What is the term used for the introduction of harmful substances in water bodies? Options: water conservation, water purification, water contamination, and water filtration. The answer is water contamination. Which of the following is not a preventive measure against water pollution? Options: proper waste disposal, using biodegradable products, ignoring industrial regulations, regular monitoring of water quality. Answer: ignoring industrial regulations. What does BIS stand for in the context of water quality standards? Options: Bureau of Indian Standards, Bureau of International Standards, Bureau of Industrial Standards, Bureau of Information Standards. The answer is Bureau of Indian Standards. Which of the following contaminants is commonly found in drinking water? Lead, mercury, arsenic, all of the above. Answer: all of the above. What is the permissible limit of total dissolved solids, that is TDS, in drinking water according to BIS standards? Options: 500 milligrams per liter, 1000 milligrams per liter, 2000 milligrams per liter, or 3000 milligrams per liter. Answer is 500 milligrams per liter. Which of the following is a method of water conservation? Options: rainwater harvesting, over irrigation, leaving taps running, none of the above. Answer: rainwater harvesting. What is the main cause of eutrophication in water bodies? Options: excessive nutrients from fertilizers, industrial waste, oil spills, heavy metals. Answer: excessive nutrients from fertilizers. Which of the following is a consequence of water pollution on human health? Options: respiratory diseases, gastrointestinal disorders, skin infections, all of the above. Answer: all of the above. What is the ideal pH range for drinking water according to the BIS standard? 6.5 to 8.5, 5.5 to 7.5, 7.0 to 9.0, 4.5 to 6.5. Answer: 6.5 to 8.5. Which of the following practices can help reduce water pollution? Options: using chemical fertilizers, implementing waste treatment facilities, disposing of waste in water bodies, none of the above. Answer: implementing waste treatment facilities. What is the impact of plastic waste on water bodies? Options: it enhances water quality, it causes physical harm to aquatic animals, it promotes biodiversity, none of the above. Answer: it causes physical harm to aquatic animals. Which of the following is a non-point source of water pollution? Options: factory discharge, agricultural runoff, sewage treatment plants, landfills. Answer: agricultural runoff. What is the role of wetlands in water pollution control? Options: they increase pollution levels, they filter pollutants from water, they have no effect on water quality, they promote water evaporation. Answer: they filter pollutants from water. Which of the following is a heavy metal that can contaminate water? Options: sodium, potassium, cadmium, calcium. Answer: cadmium. What is the maximum allowable limits of fluoride in drinking water according to BIS? 0.5 milligram per liter, 1.0 milligram per liter, 1.5 milligram per liter, 2.0 milligram per liter. Answer: 1.5 milligram per liter. Which of the following is a biological indicator of water quality? Options: pH level, dissolved oxygen, presence of coliform bacteria, total dissolved solid. Answer: presence of coliform bacteria. What is the primary goal of water conservation? To increase water consumption, to reduce water waste, to pollute water bodies, to ignore water quality. Answer: to reduce water waste. Which of the following is a consequence of groundwater pollution? Increased agriculture productivity, contaminated drinking water, enhanced biodiversity, none of the above. Answer: contaminated drinking water. What is the effect of thermal pollution on aquatic ecosystems? Options: it increases oxygen levels, it decreases biodiversity, it promotes fish growth, none of the above. Answer: it decreases biodiversity. Which of the following is a method to treat water wastewater? Options: filtration, sedimentation, biological treatment, all of the above. Answer: all of the above. What is this? What is the significance of the dissolved oxygen level in water? Options: it indicates the presence of pollutants, it is essential for aquatic life, it has no impact on water quality, it only affects human health. Answer: it is essential for aquatic life. Which of the following is a source of oil pollution in water bodies? Options: oil spills, runoff from roads, industrial discharges, all of the above. Answer: all of the above. What is the role of legislation in controlling water pollution? It has no role, it sets standards and regulations, it promotes pollution, it is only for industrial sectors. Answer: it sets standards and regulations. Which of the following is a common indicator of water pollution? Options: high turbidity, clear water, low nutrient levels, none of the above. Answer: high turbidity. What is the effect of excessive nutrient loading in water bodies? Options: decreased algal blooms, eutrophication, improved water quality, none of the above. Answer: eutrophication. Which of the following is a sustainable practice for water conservation? Options: drip irrigation, flood irrigation, over extraction of groundwater, none of the above. Answer: drip irrigation. What is the maximum permissible limit of arsenic in drinking water according to BIS? Options: 0.01 milligram per liter, 0.05 milligram per liter, 0.1 milligram per liter, 0.2 milligram per liter. Answer: 0.01 milligram per liter. Which of the following is a consequence of plastic pollution in water? Options: improved water clarity, harm to marine life, increased oxygen levels, none of the above. Answer: harm to marine life. What is the primary purpose of water treatment plants? Options: to increase water temperature, to remove contaminants from water, to add chemicals to water, to store water. Answer: to remove contaminants from water. Which of the following is a characteristic of clean drinking water? Options: high turbidity, presence of harmful bacteria, absence of color and odor, high level of heavy metals. Answer: absence of color and odor. What is the impact of sedimentation on water quality? Options: it improves water quality, it can lead to habitat destruction, it has no impact, it increases dissolved oxygen. Answer: it can lead to habitat destruction. Which of the following is a method to prevent water pollution? Options: using pesticides excessively, implementing buffer zones, disposing of waste in river, none of the above. Answer: implementing buffer zones. What is the significance of monitoring water quality? Options: to ignore pollution sources, to ensure safe drinking water, to increase pollution levels, none of the above. Answer: to ensure safe drinking water. Which of the following is a common source of heavy metal pollution in water? Options: agriculture runoff, industrial discharges, urban runoff, all of the above. Answer: all of the above. What is the role of community awareness in water conservation? Options: it has no role, it promotes responsible water use, it encourages wasteful practices, none of the above. Answer: it promotes responsible water use. Which of the following is a consequence of climate change on water resources? Options: increased water availability, altered precipitation patterns, decreased evaporation rates, none of the above. Answer: altered precipitation patterns. What is the maximum allowable limit of nitrate in drinking water according to BIS? Options: 10 milligram per liter, 20 milligram per liter, 30 milligram per liter, 40 milligram per liter. Answer: 10 milligram per liter. Which of the following is a potential effect of lead contamination in drinking water? Options: improved cognitive function, neurological damage, enhanced growth, none of the above. Answer: neurological damage. What is the primary cause of acid rain? Options: natural processes, industrial emissions, agricultural practices, none of the above. Answer: industrial emissions. Which of the following is a sustainable practice for managing water resources? Options: over extraction of groundwater, rainwater harvesting, deforestation, none of the above. Answer: rainwater harvesting. What is the impact of urbanization on water quality? Options: improved water quality, increased pollution levels, enhanced biodiversity, none of the above. Answer: increased pollution levels. Which of the following is a method to reduce water pollution from agriculture? Options: crop rotation, monoculture, excessive fertilizer use, none of the above. Answer: crop rotation. What is the significance of riparian buffers in water quality management? Options: they increase pollution, they filter runoff before it enters water bodies, they have no impact, none of the above. Answer: they filter runoff before it enters water bodies. Which of the following is a consequence of overfishing in water bodies? Options: increased fish population, disruption of aquatic ecosystems, enhanced biodiversity, none of the above. Answer: disruption of aquatic ecosystems. What is the role of education in preventing water pollution? Options: it has no role, it raises awareness and promotes responsible behavior, it encourages pollution, none of the above. Answer: it raises awareness and promotes responsible behavior. Which of the following is a common indicator of water quality? Options: temperature, pH level, dissolved oxygen, all of the above. Answer: all of the above. What is the impact of deforestation on water quality? Options: improved water quality, increased sedimentation and pollution, enhanced biodiversity, none of the above. Answer: increased sedimentation and pollution. Which of the following is a key component of integrated water resource management? Options: fragmented approach, stakeholder participation, ignoring local needs, none of the above. Answer: stakeholder participation. What is the primary cause of air pollution in urban areas? Options: industrial emissions, agriculture activities, natural disasters, none of the above. Answer: industrial emissions. Which of the following is a major greenhouse gas contributing to air pollution? Options: oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, argon. Answer: carbon dioxide. What is the main effect of particulate matter, that is PM, on human health? Options: improved respiratory functions, increased risk of respiratory diseases, enhanced cognitive abilities, none of the above. Answer: increased risk of respiratory diseases. Which of the following is not a source of indoor air pollution? Options: tobacco smoke, paints and solvents, vehicle emissions, cooking gas. Answer: vehicle emissions. What does the acronym CPCB stands for? Options: Central Pollution Control Board, Comprehensive Pollution Control Bureau, Central Public Cleanliness Board, none of the above. Answer: Central Pollution Control Board. Which of the following pollutants is primarily responsible for acid rain? Options: carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, ozone, methane. Answer: sulfur dioxide. What is the acceptable limit of PM 2.5 in ambient air as per CPCB norms? Options: 60 micrograms per meter cube, 40 microgram per meter cube, 25 microgram per meter cube, 10 microgram per meter cube. Answer: 25 micrograms per meter cube. Which of the following is a preventive measure to reduce air pollution? Options: increasing the use of fossil fuels, promoting public transportation, encouraging deforestation, none of the above. Answer: promoting public transportation. What is the primary source of nitrogen oxide in the atmosphere? Options: natural vegetation, vehicle emissions, volcanic eruptions, oceanic release. Answer: vehicle emissions. Which of the following health effects is associated with long term exposure to air pollution? Options: skin rashes, heart disease, improved lung capacity, none of the above. Answer: heart disease. What is the role of trees in in combating air pollution? Options: they emit harmful gases, they absorb carbon dioxide, they increase temperature, none of the above. Answer: they absorb carbon dioxide. Which of the following is a common indoor air pollutant? Options: carbon monoxide, ozone, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide. Answer: carbon monoxide. What is the effect of ozone at ground level? Options: it is beneficial for health, it causes respiratory problems, it helps in plant growth, none of the above. Answer: it causes respiratory problems. Which of the following practices can help reduce air pollution? Options: using energy efficient appliances, burning waste materials, increasing car usage, none of the above. Answer: using energy efficient appliances. What is the primary goal of CPCB? Options: to promote industrial growth, to control and prevent pollution, to increase urbanization, none of the above. Answer: to control and prevent pollution. Which of the following is a consequence of air pollution on the environment? Options: decreased biodiversity, increased soil fertility, enhanced water quality, none of the above. Answer: decreased biodiversity. What is the main cause of smog in urban areas? Options: high humidity, industrial emissions and vehicle exhaust, natural vegetation, none of the above. Answer: industrial emissions and vehicle exhaust. Which of the following is a method to monitor air quality? Options: satellite imagery, ground based sensors, both A and B, none of the above. Answer: both A and B. What is the acceptable limit of sulfur dioxide in ambient air as CPCB norms? Options: 80 micrograms per meter cube, 50 micrograms per meter cube, 20 micrograms per meter cube, 10 micrograms per meter cube. Answer: 80 micrograms per meter cube. Which of the following is a renewable energy source that can help reduce air pollution? Options: coal, natural gas, solar energy, nuclear energy. Answer: solar energy. What is the primary effect of air pollution on wildlife? Options: improved health, habitat destruction, increased reproduction rates, none of the above. Answer: habitat destruction. Which of the following is a common source of volatile organic compounds? Options: car exhaust, paints and solvents, industrial emissions, all of the above. Answer: all of the above. What is the impact of air pollution on climate change? Options: it has no impact, it contributes to global warming, it cools the planet, none of the above. Answer: it contributes to global warming. Which of the following is a strategy for reducing air pollution from vehicles? Options: promoting electric vehicles, increasing fuel consumption, encouraging single occupancy vehicles, none of the above. Answer: promoting electric vehicles. What is the primary pollutant in vehicle emissions? Options: carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, all of the above. Answer: all of the above. Which of the following is a health risk associated with exposure to lead in the air? Options: improved cognitive function, neurological damage, enhanced immune response, none of the above. Answer: neurological damage. What is the role of National Air Quality Monitoring Program? Options: to promote industrial growth, to monitor air quality across India, to increase urbanization, none of the above. Answer: to promote air quality across India. Which of the following is a consequence of indoor air pollution? Options: improved air quality, respiratory diseases, increased energy efficiency, none of the above. Answer: respiratory diseases. What is the acceptable limit of nitrogen dioxide in ambient air as per CPCB norms? Options: 80 micrograms per meter cube, 40 micrograms per meter cube, 20 micrograms per meter cube, 10 micrograms per meter cube. Answer: 40 micrograms per meter cube. Which of the following is a method to reduce air pollution from industries? Options: installing scrubbers, increasing emissions, reducing production, none of the above. Answer: installing scrubbers. What is the primary source of carbon monoxide in urban areas? Options: industrial process, vehicle exhaust, natural gas combustion, none of the above. Answer: vehicle exhaust. Which of the following is a long term effect of air pollution on children? Improved lung function, development delays, enhanced cognitive abilities, none of the above. Answer: development delays. What is the impact of air pollution on agriculture? Options: increased crop yield, decreased crop yield, improved soil quality, none of the above. Answer: decreased crop yield. Which of the following is a common air pollutant emitted from burning fossil fuels? Options: ozone, methane, sulfur dioxide, all of the above. Answer: sulfur dioxide. What is the What is the effect of air pollution on the ozone layer? Options: it helps to repair the ozone layer, it depletes the ozone layer, it has no effect, none of the above. Answer: it depletes the ozone layer. Which of the following is a benefit of reducing air pollution? Options: improved public health, increased healthcare costs, decreased quality of life, none of the above. Answer: improved public health. What is the primary goal of air quality standards? Options: to promote industrial growth, to protect public health and the environment, to increase urbanization, none of the above. Answer: to protect public health and the environment. Which of the following is a common method for reducing air pollution from households? Options: using wood burning stoves, improving ventilation, increasing use of aerosols, none of the above. Answer: improving ventilation. What is the acceptable limit of ozone in ambient air as per CPCB norms? Options: 180 microgram per meter cube, 100 microgram per meter cube, 50 micrograms per meter cube, 30 micrograms per meter cube. Answer: 180 micrograms per meter cube. Which of the following is a consequence of air pollution on human health? Options: increased life expectancy, respiratory and cardiovascular diseases, improved mental health, none of the above. Answer: respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. What is the role of public awareness in preventing air pollution? Options: it has no role, it helps in promoting sustainable practices, it increases pollution levels, none of the above. Answer: it helps in promoting sustainable practices. Which of the following is a method to reduce air pollution from construction activities? Options: using dust suppressants, increasing vehicle traffic, burning waste material, none of the above. Answer: using dust suppressants. What is the impact of air pollution on mental health? Options: it has no impact, it can lead to anxiety and depression, it improves cognitive function, none of the above. Answer: it can lead to anxiety and depression. Which of the following is a common air quality monitoring technique? Options: air sampling, visual inspection, soil testing, none of the above. Answer: air sampling. What is the acceptable limit of lead in ambient air as per CPCB norms? Options: zero point 0.5 microgram per meter cube, 1 microgram per meter cube, 2 microgram per meter cube, 3 microgram per meter cube. Answer: 0.5 microgram per meter cube. Which of the following is a strategy for reducing air pollution from power plants? Answer: using cleaner fuels, increasing emissions, reducing efficiency, none of the above. Answer: using cleaner fuels. What is the primary source of methane emissions? Answer: options: vehicle exhaust, agriculture practices, industrial processes, none of the above. Answer: agriculture practices. Which of the following is a benefit of using public transportation? Options: increased air pollution, reduced traffic congestion, higher fuel consumption, none of the above. Answer: reduced traffic congestion. So these are few important 100 MCQs on the topic unit number 4, pollution. I have made all these questions with the help of ChatGPT and all artificial intelligence. As you know that there is very less time for me to read any book and come up with these answers. If while listening to this video, if you find any answer which is wrong, comment in the comment box so that others, the students, those who are listening to this all over Maharashtra and all over India, they will come to know that this is the wrong answer and they will correct themselves. So your discretionary thinking and power mental ability is expected while going through this video. All the very best.